It is tea time, everybody. Tea parties don't have to just be a springtime event. They can be a perfect night in the winter. It's all cozy. It makes you feel cozy, right? So we're going to talk about a winter wonderland tea party right now. We're joined by tea specialist Sonya Singh. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I love the idea. I'm a tea drinker. I actually don't drink coffee, so this is a perfect segment for me. But I feel like my knowledge is limited.
Usually is when it comes to people that enjoy tea or don't enjoy tea. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to teach you all about tea.
So you have 3 teas here.
I do, and I wanted to make sure, as we talked about, the theme was really winter. So the teas that I chose today are comfortable, they're cozy, and they bring in that holiday spirit. So we've got the first one, which is a masala chai. I like to pour the tea. So
I was going to ask you, okay, is there a proper way? Well, obviously there is a proper way.
Just for today, I'll lift the cup up, but you usually want to keep it on the plate.
Right.
And the handles are to the right, and then you just pour in the tea just like this. And you can really see the color starts to come out nice and slowly, and just how decadent it is. You want to smell this. The masala chai tends to have a lot of spices, cinnamon, cardamom, and it's almost like winter in a cup. It's very delicious, and it's just like dessert. You want to have that.
A snowflake.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Lovely.
The next one that I have here is an Earl Grey.
Okay, that one I'm familiar with.
Okay, so it actually, are you a black tea drinker?
I am.
Okay, perfect, because that's what most black tea drinkers tend to go towards. They're leaning towards a lighter tea.
I'm more of like an English breakfast person, but Earl Grey would be my backup. You're probably saying that the Earl Grey is probably a better one.
It usually is a favorite. It's a fan favorite. I'm not saying it's better, but it's a fan favorite. And I tend to lean towards more of a masala chai. So we'll go with this one for right now. And it is a bit more of an English breakfast flavor as well, except this one has a little bit more of a citrus punch towards the end. So if you have a sip of that, you'll
be picking this up too?
You can, and you can actually lift your pinky up if you'd like to as well. And you'll...
You know what? I didn't even try. It went up involuntarily.
There you go. And the whole idea is you've got that punch towards the orange bergamot just at the end.
And should you be keeping it pure, or would you add milk or sugar?
So for the masala chai, to give you sort of that traditional Indian tea, I would add the milk and the sugar.
Right.
For the Earl Grey, I wouldn't. I don't know what you like to add for your breakfast.
I just do milk.
Oh, that's all you
need
to do then.
You know what's so weird? I do 4.
4 milks?
Yes.
Okay, that's a lot. So that's not tea anymore. I don't know what you've done to it yet.
That's like warm milk.
Just warm milk.
Just tea.
Exactly.
Okay, so clearly I know nothing.
And the last one is a green tea. So it's actually a fan favorite among green tea drinkers who are sort of new to the green tea world, because it doesn't really have that strong, grassy taste to it. In fact, just take a smell. A little sniff.
I just spilled it.
Oh, that's okay. Just a little sniff.
Oh, yeah, it's lovely.
It's very lovely, and at the end, you'll get that kick that is like ginger and mint.
And this is steeping. You would have steeped it.
I would have steeped it, and I usually like to steep those teas for about 1 to 3 minutes.
Okay,
and you don't want to add anything into this one.
Do not add.
Nothing.
Do not add. But we are adding some pairing with some food.
This is
unusual.
Popcorn, unsalted. It's not unusual if you've got a masala chai, because all the flavors are in the masala chai. We talked about the spices, we talked about the cinnamon, so it actually adds a lot of jam inside of your mouth. So you want to add the flavor that's very unsalted in terms of like butter.
I gotta try this. Okay.
Go ahead.
And so this has 2 handles. So
and then have a sip.
Wait, I'm going double?
Double.
Double in a row.
You can double pinky if you want to. Okay, there you go.
My other one wanted to come up with that one.
And can you taste the flavor to the popcorn? Yeah, it really adds a punch there.
No, I like that.
And the good thing about the masala chai is if you've got the scone, because it's already creating that jam effect, you don't even need to add jam to your scone.
Okay, I want to make sure we get to sort of the full picture, because we have about a minute left. So,
you bet.
So let's move on to sort of the full scope. If you're going to have people over, what do you want them to see?
Well, this is my tea party. So if you're coming to my tea party, it's comfortable, it's cozy, and you're staying a while, because I want you to have the experience of the teas with the food as well. And everything's sort of mismatched. I've brought my grandmother's old vintage teacups. I want to tell you the story about them, and I don't necessarily want to focus just on the tea.
Should I pour this as we're doing this?
Go ahead. So I've created a cocktail, and I've done champagne, and I've let the green tea steep for about 2 hours the night before.
Sonya, champagne and tea?
Champagne and tea, and there's just a little bit of sugar in there. And this is how you want to toast your perfect tea party.
I love this. This is like the new version of tea party. When you think tea party, you think like old school. Maybe when you're, 85 to 95.
No, we're bringing it back.
We're bringing it back. Yes. And there's champagne. There's booze.
There.
In our tea, Sonya.
We'll have it when we toast to that. Bringing it back.
Bringing it back. Okay. 2017.
Cheers.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you. You can find all this information on our website anytime, yourmorning.ca.